We won't be far off sold out tonight here at the Trent FM Arena. It's our good friends from up the road in Yorkshire, the Sheffield Steelers, who visit. And it's a Sheffield Steelers side that's managed 5 wins in a row, and they've done it in 8 nights. So that's 5 wins in 5 starts in 8 nights. They're looking for 6 wins in 9 nights. Surely they're not going to get it. Their 5th win was a corker for us. They beat Coventry, and that slightly opened the door at the top of the table in the championship race that refuses to go to bed. But to take advantage of Sheffield beating Coventry last night, we have to take advantage of a tired Sheffield Steelers side tonight. Can we do it? You're about to find out. Rick Strachan will be with me on the colour commentator's microphone. Steve Wilkinson, as ever, is behind the camera lens. It's the Sheffield Steelers, and as the front cover of tonight's edition of the Eye shows, Kevin Bergin is hoping to serve up a cracker for you, the fans of the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Let me remind you, as we look down at Jade Galbraith practicing his shooting, albeit not in skates, not in equipment, but he seems to be finding the top corner, doesn't he? Let's hope he does that when the actual action gets underway and the guys are in full tilt uniform in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Trent FM Arena. It's Saturday night, it's hockey night, and I give you your favourite mascot in the Elite League, it's Paul! Come on, buddy, make some noise, come on! Let out by tonight's mascot, Bradley King. I give you your GMB, Nottingham Panthers, starting netminder, number 31, Kevin St-Pierre, 33, Mark Watley, 5, David Clark, 16, Mark Beavers, 13, Jake Galbraith, 2, Tom Norton, 7, Josh Ford, 15, Ross Dalglish, 27, Cameron Lamb, 9, Bruce Richardson, 61, Jane Henderson, 71, Artie Gascon, 45, Stevie Lee, 55, Dominic Damore, 25, Kevin Bergin, 37, Sean McCaslin, 19, Captain Danny Myers, and wearing 77, player coach Corey Wilson. Brought to you in association with British General Union, I give you your GMB Nottingham Panthers. Our match mascot this evening is Bradley King from Carlton in Nottingham, and Bradley will be joined for the ceremonial puck drop by, from the Steelers, Mike Scroy, and from the GMB Panthers, David Clark. And thank you, time now for our national anthem.
Just relax. Almost let it go.
Is tonight going to be a good night for the GMB Nottingham Panthers? Has the man with a plan, Corey Nielsen, got that plan right for the visit of the high-flying, in-form Sheffield Steelers? Rick Strachan, Sheffield certainly did Nottingham and possibly Belfast a favour with their win over Coventry. It's up to Nottingham to take advantage tonight.
Yeah, you know what, they did the job for them last night, but they got to come out and help themselves tonight. You know, Sheffield's playing well right now. Nottingham Panthers, they want to get themselves back in this title race, they must win tonight.
As ever, it could become a battle of the netminders. Last year, Sheffield had a certain Jody Lehman. This year, their replacement netminder is Andrew Werner. And at the other end is Kevin St. Pierre. The men in charge tonight, referee Murray Hansen, driving instructor, tax collector Paul Staniforth on one line. We thought he was a policeman, Kavanagh on the other line, but the referee told me he's not a policeman, he just locks them up in the cells.
He's a jailsman.
Don't know what he is. He might have a job to do in America at the moment, but we'll leave that rumour alone, shall we?
Well, let's have fun with that one. Everyone should know, it's in the paper.
I've heard Mr. McMorrow has gone back to North America to clear his name.
Well, we know he ain't going back to the States to clean his name.
He's a key aspect. Legui against Levers. Levers not good on the draw last week. He got a piece of that one. Clark's trying to get to it. Zion uses the boards and gets it around to Bollybrook. He was in the middle of a controversial incident last night. Chambers and Bollybrook having a bit of a battle. Andy Carson in between them got whacked across the legs with a stick, and Chambers got a match penalty and misses tonight's game for Coventry against Cardiff.
Why do you get a match penalty? You're allowed to push him. Why not whack him?
Don't you start talking about precedents.
They said it. It's said, you know what, linesmen, referees, do whatever you want.
It's different. I'm not going that argument for you. I've explained it to you. You should already know the argument.
No, I know the argument. I know the argument is that they set precedent. Do whatever you want to an official now. All right, they're part of the game.
Listen, question for you. You're my expert tonight. Why is Hewitt wearing the goldfish bowl?
Obviously, he got punched in the mouth yesterday.
You're guessing. You're guessing. Gascon tries to force it to the front door. Werner takes no chances and covers up. 18:56 to go. This one is sponsored by Orchid IT, 24/7 IT support. And the Panthers' main team sponsor, of course, is the GMB, Britain's General Union.
There we go. We got the 4 French players and the Danny Myers, who's bilingual.
Yeah, Bracknell and English.
Yeah.
Panthers hustling well, trying to win it. Richardson gets it to Bergin. Bergin, backdoor, gotta be! Absolutely gotta be! Where was the Sheffield defence? Gascon scores as easy a goal as he'll get all season.
Well, we can see that developing up here. Bergen's standing there with all kinds of time, and then Gascon just finds himself, gets it behind Mark Thomas. He passes it right on the tape. Empty netter. You ain't gonna score an easier one than that. Sheffield defense was horrible, all sleeping, all 5 of them.
If the big play like that for the last 8 days, how did they win 5 games?
Well, I don't know what happened there, but they all fall asleep. They put no pressure on the puck. They let Bergen all kinds of time, and Gascon just found a hole, and they all fell asleep.
Marty Gascon got man of the match in the first leg of the Cup semi-final down in Cardiff. Bit of a giveaway, but Scroy gives it straight back. Cameron Mann works his way down. Penalty coming against the G&B Nottingham Panthers. It'll be interference, the call against Jay Henderson. Took his man down just a little bit behind the play and a little bit too blatantly and obviously under referee Murray Hansen's nose. Even a driving instructor couldn't miss that one.
Well, Ray Charles would have spotted that one. That happened right in front of him. You know what, Gary, what the best thing is? The Sheffield Steelers got 9 staff on the bench tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, one of them's the bus driver. I don't think he counts, does he?
Well,
he might have something to say.
They got 9 civilians.
He might be able to give them a bit of direction.
Yeah.
See what I did with that?
Yeah.
See what I did with that, Steve? Bus driver might be able to give them direction. Oh, wake up, join us. Panthers low it down, stop. Danny Myers throws a two-hander on Zion, gets away with it, and it slowed down the attack. Damore one-handed. And Danny Myers tries to rip it round the boards, but Zion keeps it in. He's Doug Shepherd, scored the important goal last night, I think. Tip from Segroy goes wide. Damore hooked down, no call from the referee. Doesn't matter, Nottingham got it down the ice where they wanted it, and they've killed 50 seconds of the power play to the Sheffield Steelers. We're actually better shorthanded than we are on the power play at the moment. I think we were 0 for 16 last weekend.
Nah, that's not good with all the talent the Panthers got. That power play's got to be a lot better than that.
That was poor play by Hubauer, just gave it away. And that's as bad I used to make passes like that at rec hockey.
No, that wasn't a very good one.
You taught me how to pass like that. Bollybrook doesn't know what to do with it. Gives it out left wing, Hubauer. Diagonal dump. Berge gets a piece of it, tries to get it out of the way. St. Pierre has it robbed off him. Clever play by young Farmer. The smash that freed the puck up. Well, smacked Bergen's stick in half. Bruce Richardson cleverly gives the stick to Bergen. More use to have a stick in the hand of a D-man than a forward. We need the whistle, Kevin. We need the whistle. And he takes the whistle. 16:37 to go. 13 seconds to go on this first period power play. Danny Meyer asking about the slash. Murray Hansen saying it was stick on stick. He's playing old school rules tonight.
Yeah, old school. That's a good job by the Nottingham Panthers. They did a great job of not letting Sheffield get set up. They got in the shooting lanes and really no threat in that power play.
Odd blue seats and a big swathe of them in what would have been the Sheffield department. Had the department store here got an away section. Well, as big an away section as we used to have.
Sorry to say, ladies and gentlemen, it appears we have a whistle somewhere in the crowd.
11 seconds now left on Jay Henderson's penalty for interference. Shepherd centering the two British wingers for Sheffield. Cameron Mann to take the draw. And he wins the puck and goes and gets it himself and takes it forward. Good play by the ex-Boston Bruin. Nice move. Still got it in the corner. We've got our man back. Jay Henderson comes onto the plate. Well, he had determination all over him. In the end, he couldn't quite get to the man. The one-handed backhand poke this time from Damore. Oh, it was just out of reach for Sean McCaslin. Time to spill some secrets. Sean McCaslin left us just before warm-up and came back for warm-up. His youngster, one of his youngsters, is really poorly today. And he missed the team meeting this morning. Popped home, promised to come back, promised the coach he'd come back. And so far, he's kept his promise. He stayed with us. And we're leading by a goal to nil thanks to that blast from Marty Gascon. David Clark tries to get into position to pull the trigger. It's in his feet. Makes room. Oh, nice move. Nice turn. Dishes it off to the corner. Back to Clarkey. One-timer. Rebound off Werner. No one could pick it up. Sheffield bring it forward. Good hustle by David Clark. He's a big kid, David Clark. If he plays strong, there's no reason why it won't work for him.
No, he's a power forward. He sometimes forgets that, but he is a power forward. He's got all the skills, size, toughness, and when he's playing gritty and hard, he's one of the most, he's unstoppable.
Right at this moment, I don't want to tempt fate, but Nottingham look like a team who think they've been given a second lease of life in the league title race.
Oh yeah, they come out here tonight focused and ready to play, stick in the game. They just look strong on the puck.
Plus Sheffield beat us last time out, first time in 8 games in competitive action this year. Sheffield beat us in Sheffield and that stung.
Well, you know what? It's pretty tough to beat that team 8 straight times. You know, they got to go out here and get back in winning ways and put themselves back in the title race.
Oh, Kevin Bergen did everything but score the wraparound second goal for Nottingham.
He had Vernon at his mercy. Vernon for somehow got stuck on the far post and couldn't get over. And Bergie had way more time than he thought. He could have walked right out and shot it in the open net.
He had more time, exactly as you say. Danny Myers also knew he was offside there, still threw one on target. And once again, the linesman take a face-off just outside the attack zone, which is wrong. It should be at St. Pierre's end of the arena.
All the way down 200 feet. But yeah, they don't know the rules, so,
yeah.
Well, some do.
Yeah.
Very few.
That foreign guy knows that rule, that guy called Popular or something, Populous. The Eastern Bloc linesman, but he's the one that doesn't know how to handle a fight in Coventry.
Well, how many fights a year do you think he's broken up in his life? That was his first.
Oh, Tom Norton nearly did it right then. Costas. Zion's shot was off target. Oh no, it was Basic. Basic's shot. If it had been Zion, it might have been on target. I think he's been a good acquisition for the Sheffield Steelers.
A very solid hockey player.
Good stretch by the man with a plan, Corey Nielsen. Wins possession for Nottingham, has a look, backhands it out to McCaslin. McCaslin floats one on Werner, he tries to stick it to the corner. That was a bit dodgy, wasn't it?
I don't think Werner's a very good goalie. He had an outstanding year in Newcastle, but he's just let in so many bad goals for the Sheffield Steelers, and early ones.
There was that big Sheffield coming through. Danny Myers slips across to cover for Steve Lee. Not so sure about the two Brits being on defence together at this early stage in a one-goal game. David Clark, again looking to shoot. He's pushed off it this time by Bollybrook. Gets a chance at the blue line to keep it in and gets it in low. Had to tee himself up and didn't get much on the shot. It's being played at a good pace, Rick.
Yeah, both teams know, Nottingham knows what this means to their season, and Sheffield, they're just playing for pride right now.
It doesn't matter what your league positions are. Nottingham versus Sheffield is special. I'm the one that tagged it the biggest rivalry in Europe, and I'll stand by that against anyone. We do not like each other.
No, but that sells tickets. That's the best thing for sport. When two teams hate each other, it doesn't get any better than that. Did that start from all that Boxing Day brawl? I think that just
well, we hated each other. That's why we had the brawl.
Yeah, well, that brought it to legend status.
Yeah, the one and only Barry Nycar. Now he was a proper tough guy.
Oh yeah,
he was proper tough. Hard pass to the centre. Talbot can't get to it, but the centre ice pass from Bergen was just too far forward, and his French-Canadian colleague Marty Gascon, who came along to Beedham's on Wednesday to sample the Bergen burgers, couldn't quite reach the pass.
So what is a Bergen burger?
It's a mix involving black pudding. Bergen backhand, nutmeg to Richardson and chipped in. The Grease skating array. Damore was behind the play. Did you see that one develop?
No, all I saw was Damore give him a cross check to the chops, then a good face wash, and then their hands went up. I don't know what started it all off, but Damore wasn't happy with something that Le Guy did. Well, at least the fans are going to see a fight now. Well, because the so-called tough guy for Sheffield.
Nottingham Panthers!
Well, yeah, he's got to step up and protect the smaller guys, but let's see if he does it. I hear he doesn't like fighting anymore.
Damore's got 4 minutes and Le Guy just 2, and he's put Sheffield back on the power play.
I heard the tough guy for Sheffield, the guy Geordie for Newcastle challenged him to a fight in Sheffield, and he said, no, I'm here to score goals.
Who challenged him?
Geordie.
Oh,
the player that was in Hull that got released and ended up in Newcastle.
Yeah, he left because of an off-ice incident.
Yeah, we know what that is.
Now that's one we're not going into. Stevie Lee gets it round and squirts it past Dowd. when he rags the biscuit right round the outside.
Can we call that one a backroom decision?
Kevin Bergen stretches and gets to it. Good work by the man who's had the burger named after him. Tastes quite good, actually.
You know what? Bergie's on fire tonight. He comes in these games. He's always one of the better players on the ice.
And he led to that giveaway by Sheffield just by getting in the guy's line of vision. This time last week, Rick, we were moaning that Nottingham weren't moving their feet. You can't accuse them of that tonight.
No, they're all skating, competing hard, and yeah, last weekend was one of those games where none of them were moving their feet. None of them.
Don't win draws, don't move your feet, you're going to lose. And then when they started doing both of those things in the last 10 minutes, got us back and got us a point. Could be a vital point now. Rather than a vital point loss, that could yet be a vital point gain. Jay Henderson's dropped a glove. Jay Henderson's getting in there. Oh, Scroy's getting tough on Corey Nielsen. And then poked him with a stick, but they won't call that. Richardson goes past Scroy.
Oh, we know what he's doing. He's just winding him up, hoping he takes a dumb one.
Yeah. 9.5 minutes gone, folks. Sponsored by Orchid IT. G&B Panthers leading by a goal to nil, but on penalty kill duty for another 30
You know what I like about this call? Maury Hansen's not calling a penalty. Perfect. Let the men sort it out tonight.
Tell you what, being a driving instructor suits Maury, doesn't it? He's carrying a lot less weight than he did when he was a chef.
Yeah.
Scroy with a clever backhand. I was being sarcastic. Marty Gascon takes control of the puck and then hikes the pizza right down the other end of the kitchen.
Maury was a chef at McDonald's?
No, he wasn't. He was a chef with British Transport.
Oh, just one step up from McDonald's.
Backdoor, Scroy, shot, save, rebound, shoots off target. Shepard, it's sent down the ice, it's Jade Galbraith, comes out one-on-one, makes his way round, and scores! A beautiful goal, straight out of the box! Panthers lead by 2-0. Dreadful shooting at one end by the Sheffield Steelers. Brilliant stick work and finishing by Galbraith at the other.
Wow! That's a highlight reel if you're ever going to see one. A great move on Werner. He just fell down. He waited, stepped around him, and then just, okay, open net. Perfect. Perfect pass, perfect finish. Don't get any nicer than that.
Scratch my back with a hacksaw. That was pretty, wasn't it? Wow. Soft shot from Hewitt, easily dealt with by the big Kevin St. Pierre. St. Pierre, the Saint gets an assist.
Yeah, nice pass, nice finish. Well, if anyone in the league you want a breakaway is Galbraith. You got the sweetest hands in the league.
McCaslin with the puck, right wing for the G&B Nottingham Panthers. Dumps it in, tries to find his way around. Bollybrook stands him up. Werner's only got it as far as Henderson, and he's got it back to McCaslin. Caslin's first attempt to pass doesn't go anywhere. Neither does his second. He went and got it back himself, at least. Nearly spoils the Sheffield attempt to clear, and they give it away anyway. Myers just shuffles it forward, and McCaslin shuffles it away. Bollybrook. Nice move, good block, just stood up big. On the big hit comes in from Bollybrook on the boards. That Skoda sign took a beating.
Yeah, he missed by a country mile there.
Steve Lee carries it forward. He's got some support from Bergen. Thomas holds him up with a big hook. It's turned to the front. Hewitt brings it forward for the Sheffield Steelers and gives it straight to Bruce Richardson on the blue line. Back to Bergin, Bergin across, shot off the shoulder from Marty Gascon, and he fires one, tries to squeak it off the back of the keeper, and Bruce Richardson on one leg and half in the air tries to squirt one into the net. Gascon, shot into the glove. Great passage of play.
Oh, just hard work by the Nottingham Panthers. Hewitt has the puck 4 inches from the blue line, turns it over, and then chaos. The Nottingham Panthers had their feet moving, passing the puck, some quality shots. Bergen in front of the net, and finally gets called for standing in the crease.
He's always going to look after the keepers, though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, it's, you know, if you stand in the crease, or you can skate through it, but if you decide to stop there for, 3 or 4 seconds, he's going to blow the whistle.
Tom Norton, D to D. Forward to Bergin from Nielsen. Across Richardson. I thought he was going to get blown for offside. He had to be offside. Galbraith brings his line out. Clark and Levers on the wings.
Right now, the Nottingham Panthers...
Actually, sorry, Rick, I don't mean to talk over you. I wish it was Clark and Levers on the wings and Galbraith on the draw, but Mark Levers hopefully going to do better tonight on the draw.
Well, yeah, there's nothing more depressing than just starting every shift without the puck, once again.
One of the one of the notes I saw on Corey's desk was we've got to deal with the crowd pressure, and we have to win the draws, and if we lose it, we have to regain possession fast. The fast regaining of possession is being helped so far by Sheffield's inability to keep possession as much as anything.
Nottingham's doing a great job of, forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and then countering.
Well, Levers makes amends. Zion tied up on the boards, throws a bit of an elbow on Steve Lee. Levers has gone down. David Clark throws a bit of a shoulder. Zion's still got the puck though. Can't play it through the legs of Steve Lee. Still got it. Back out to the far side, and the shot's way off target. And Galbraith's got it. He's all on his own. It's going to be a tiptoe through the tulip fields again. Bollybrook holds him down. Referee says nothing, but he's got the puck across to Cameron Mann. Cameron Mann gives it to Sean McCaslin. He makes room and keeps possession for Nottingham. Tries to turn it inside, can't. Keeps it in the blue zone. Over the blue line. And now Phillips, the captain of Sheffield, clips it across, and Bollybrook has a chance to clear. A couple of hits from Sheffield have come on players either with their heads down or from behind. I always think you should repay them with interest.
Oh, yeah.
Sheffield hit the pipe work. It's end to end, went coast to coast for a moment. I think it was Hubauer's shot off the pipes. Jay Henderson in a foot race with Dagenet. Hits him hard into the boards. Icings the whistle, gloves have come off again. Basic's in there. Dagenet's thrown a cheap shot on Henderson. Now he's tied up. Everyone's playing big when the opponents have already got people on top of him. Scry's having a go with Nielsen, but Nielsen's just grabbing on. Henderson's willing. He's thrown his helmet off. He's telling Dagenet to do the same. It's not going to go anywhere. They've got one linesman in between. Linesman should say, listen guys, I'm going to let go. I'm going to let go. I'm going to let you go. There's a great hit from Henderson. Just as I was saying, they've been doing it to us, we have to do it to them.
Well, now we got a Nottingham-Sheffield game here. We're going to have a line brawl going on. Hey, that's what the fans paid money for. Let's have it. Come on, linesmen, if they want to fight, let them fight. That was a hard hit by Henderson on Dagenet. Just crumpled him.
I wonder if he nearly died in that one. Cheap shot, the punch. The punch was a real cheap shot. Segroy picked his man as well.
Yeah.
Great job by Jay Henderson. Well, I'm sure we'd all like to see that one if it's an appointment for later. Wasn't Dagenet the one that got hurt in a hit in Cardiff and said afterwards he was lucky to be alive?
Yeah, that's one when I think Big Brad Both crushed him.
Steady on, we're going to need a coach.
Panthers home penalty box sponsors. Our solutions for accounting, and we need some taxis or a coach or a Universal Funding Bus or something for the Steelers.
All right, how's he going to call this one, Rick? I think they've got one more in the box.
I think it's going to even up. Everyone's going to go in the penalty box. He's going to even it right up. I can't see anything else. Unless, no, it's evened up. Well,
McCaslin didn't do anything.
No, throw 5 more guys out. Either Habauer, throw 5 more guys out there. Let's go.
Linesman Cavenders trying to give a stick and a couple of gloves away. Oh well, even Stevens. You got to remember, Murray was the ref when we had the big brawl you're talking about. He hates the thought of losing control of another Nottingham one.
He was a young pup back then, young rookie ref.
He was a chef back then.
At McDonald's.
He's calmed down, he's a driving instructor now.
Steelers 12, 10, 75 and 6, all receiving 2-minute penalties for roughing.
Well, that thinned the benches out real quick, didn't it?
So that's 3 plays from each side, all getting 2 minutes for roughing. I think he was picking numbers out of a hat at the end, though.
9, 61 and 37, all received.
Means Ross Dalglish gets a shift for Nottingham because we're 3 boys in the box, but so are they.
13 minutes, 43 seconds, 1-3-4-3.
Sheffield's got some pride at least back. They beat us last time, like I say. The first few games of the season, a couple of occasions we beat them, and it was almost like they weren't bothered. The Sheffield fans cheering the big hit on Gascon from Hewitt, but what they missed was Gascon got the pass away and set up a nice little attack with Cameron Mann shooting over, led to a whistle. If it had been a goal at the other end, cheer the hit all you like. He didn't stop the puck.
No, you know, hey, listen, he got Marty with his head down, and Marty was, you know, middle ice. It doesn't really hurt, just knocks you on your cam. But you know, there's a little quick turnover, and Nottingham's just, you know, once the puck turns over, they're attacking very nice tonight, coming over the blue line to lane, getting traffic to the net, and then getting pucks to the net.
Well, Nottingham have dropped Bergen back on defence to cover for coach Corey Nielsen, and then it's 2 forwards missing. So it just really needs to be 2-line hockey for a while till these 2-minute penalties are over. DeMore sends it right forward to Galbraith. He loses out for once. DeMore to Stevie Lee. It was intercepted, deflected, and it's gone in deeper. Steve Lee gets a piece of it, spoils the breakout by the Sheffield Steelers. We've had 15 minutes of frenetic first period Nottingham-Sheffield action, and it's been Nottingham-Sheffield action tonight.
Oh, it hasn't. You know, I think right now Nottingham just got the better finishers, and that's why they're up 2-0. You know, both teams going at it hard, but Nottingham's had 2 good scoring chances, and well, that's all they needed.
Talbot reacts to the rim quickest and gets to it. The setup was diabolical from Sheffield. Was that Legui? Yep. Second worst pass of the night, just eclipsing one of his own. Cameron Mann pokes it forward, goes to try and get it. Morgan's getting shifts on defence for Sheffield as they cover for the guys in the box.
Well, that's good for Nottingham because he's a liability.
He could be good, but he's not good yet.
Morgan?
And he's not good enough yet.
He'll never be good enough.
Gascon turns away from Shepard and says, okay, I'll go on my own. Has a look, has a look. Back to Levers. Levers can't get the shot away. It hits Habauer. Nottingham trying to work the triangle into the front. Don't get a shot away. Levers has to try and break up the attack. Bergin does. That stung Danny Meyer's hand. He got the poke check in, but the stick came through and ended up as a kind of a slash on his wrist. Zion dumps it in. Myers holds him up. Zion hustles him down. No call. Straight giveaway. Galbraith controls it, takes it forward. Clark's going with him, trying to get there. Galbraith holds it up, has a look. Is someone coming for it? He's spun. It's a foot race. It's Thomas. And Thomas has a blue line start and loses the foot race. Is that Steve Lee who said, I've had enough of this, I'm going to actually throw some punches on Hubauer. Clarkie's going with Bollybrook.
Here we go. These are two big guys.
Yeah, Clarkie's not used to scrapping though. And Clarkie just dumps him. Wasn't much of a fight, but there was only one winner.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a fight there. He got the takedown. That's a WWF takedown.
He got the fall. Panthers are pumped up tonight, Rick.
Hey, but yeah, they are. You know, I think all the teams are pumped up. Hey, we're gonna have a good game tonight. Fans are gonna get their money's worth.
Clark and Lee come in, but fortunately the 2 minutes had finished. I think those guys are all released from jail.
They're all out of jail. We got 4 more going in. But you know what? Finally, a Sheffield-Nottingham game that's gonna live up to its billing. Because I tell you what, the ones that we've had during the year were boring.
Let's hear it for the GMB Nottingham Panthers!
3:06 to go, first period, sponsored by Orchid IT, 24/7 IT support. Corey Nielsen called his boys Warriors in Cardiff. They've certainly turned up to battle tonight. I always like to see Sean McCaslin filling in you know, as assistant captain for the captain, alternate captain, having the chat, because he talks a lot of sense, Sean McCaslin. I think he gets his point across well to the referees.
Well, there's some players you don't want going anywhere near the referees. But Sean McCaslin's calm, cool, he knows what he's talking about. Let him go talk, but there's other guys, don't go anywhere near the ref.
Because Sean's got respect because he's such a good player.
Well, you know, he's respect, but, you know, at least when he goes to talk to the ref, he's not foaming at the mouth. He makes sense. He's not all excited, his arms aren't waving around, and the ref will listen to him.
5-minute penalties for fighting. Steelers 21, Steelers 22, Panthers 5, Panthers 45. All received 5-minute penalties for fighting. Those penalties all...
They got the upgrade on the penalties though. The last time it was 2 minutes all round, these were 5 minutes.
5-4. They are coincidental penalties and will not show...
Tom Norton does a good job, plays the man and frees the puck up, not wins it, but frees it. Scary backhand, but it was on the nail for Norton. Norton off the boards, gets it forward, tip forward to Bergin. Loses his edge. Richardson goes in like a terrier to try and win it back. Nice send in by Gascon though. He tries to stretch himself wide with a stick. Doesn't get it. Nielsen gets enough on young Ben Morgan to spoil the pass, but Phillips now has it, backhands it across. Leguide gone too far. Kevin Bergin has a look, sends it in. Richardson goes after it. Turns it to the corner, still got possession. Back into Bergin, through his feet, goes and gets it. Back door, Danny Myers jumping into the play. Just get it in deep, Danny, and come back to the blue line, son. Glove down by Damore. We're in the last 2 minutes of the first period. Damore shot into the glove. Werner puts it down. Zion with the puck.
Here we go.
Scroy making a fool of himself. Damore's just laughing at him. Well, Sheffield have decided there's only one way to get back into this. They need to win a fight because they haven't won one yet. They haven't been great fights, but they certainly haven't set the tone, have they, for the rest of the game?
Nottingham's, you know, basically on the physical aspect of the game tonight, are winning it hands down. They're bigger, they're faster, and they're stronger.
Sheffield regroup. Segroy was a mile offside and couldn't recover in time. 2 for flinching, Doc McClashen.
First period, final minute.
I suspect Dom DeMore is saying, how many medals and gold medals do you think you're going to get this year? 19 minutes gone. Scoreboard tells the biggest story of the night. 2-0 to the GMB Nottingham Panthers.
Yeah, right now the Nottingham's playing well. Yeah, they got Sheffield rattled. They got them running around, unfocused, you know, trying to pick fights when they need to score goals. So as long as Nottingham just keeps to the game plan, gets under their skin, they're going to get some scoring chances.
You were dead right though earlier, Rick, with that comment about this is a proper Nottingham-Sheffield game. This is the kind of Nottingham-Sheffield game Allison used to play in for both sides. This is the kind of Nottingham game Nykar played in, Dodie Wood, Jason Clark, Mopes, all the guys that played with their heart on their sleeve and got stuck in every shift and banged and banged. And
yeah, that's what they're doing tonight. They're out there, they're playing physical and they're competing hard and they're putting on a show.
Well, the Sheffield fans are trying to take the mickey out of Nottingham. I'm surprised we can hear them. There's so few of them in tonight. Tom Norton got a piece of it, broke up the attack. Last 20 seconds of the period, puck's in the corner. Farmer hit from behind by Henderson. Just ties his man up and allows Norton to chip the wall and get it out. And as Rick Strachan's about to tell you, on D, chip the wall, get it to neutralise, you've done your job.
You're under pressure, off the glass and out. You can't teach that.
Fabulous first period of entertainment. And on a scoreboard point of view, not bad either. GMB Panthers lead by 2, 40 minutes to come, folks.
The score reads the GMB Panthers 2, the Sheffield Steelers 0. Remember, it's a cup-final second leg here on Tuesday.
Well, I'm on the Steve Wilkinson wine gums at the moment, so you better talk to the viewers. 2-0. It's the worst lead in hockey, they say.
Well, that's every coach is going to tell you the two-goal lead is the worst one. The other team scores one, they're right back in at momentum. But you know what? I have another theory. You're up 2-0. You score the next one. Get the bus started.
Well, you can deal with that theory with this question. Next Tuesday, it's the second leg of the Challenge Cup final. Would you rather be 2 up or 2 behind?
2 up. 2 up coming home any day of the week.
Great performance by the boys down there, and so far a great performance tonight. Murray Hansen gets ready to drop the puck for the second period of tonight's game. And Mark Levers wins the draw. Gets it back to the D, to Corey Nielsen. He gets it back to Levers, out to Galbraith, and Panthers send it in low. Tom Norton's getting a good regular shift tonight.
You know, the kid doesn't make very many mistakes. That's, you know, he goes out there, he plays simple hockey. He plays with Corey Nielsen or Danny Myers, one of the veteran guys, and he's steady. That's all you ask out of a young defenseman, be steady.
And like we said earlier, chip it out. You've done your job.
You know, make a pass, get it off, get it deep, get off.
He's getting chips there, of course, because he's covering for Steve Lee, who's still got the rest of his 5-minute fighting penalty to serve.
No, you know, I think that Tom Norton's done a great job of developing him over the year, and you know, once the season's finished, it's into the gym and get stronger.
Levers doesn't win the draw this time. Sheffield get it forward. He's Talbot. Made enough room for the shot around DeMore, but it was way off target. Jay Henderson with a clever backhand. Angles it back to DeMore. DeMore doesn't really get anything on it, and somehow it's got past Dagenet. Jay Henderson lets him off. Dagenet throws the hit into the boards. Jay Henderson just brushes it off. Unfortunately, Dagenet can't take what he likes to give. Pass is about 3 feet off the ice from Danny Myers. Henderson did well to get anything on it. Here's Henderson with the puck again for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Bergin comes left wing. Henderson sends the diagonal dump in. Richardson's gone for it. Tries to make something happen. It's on the back of the net. Bergin tries to get it off. Whistle goes.
Right there, you know, Sheffield's not doing himself any favors. They had that one line out there for over a minute and a half, and by the end they couldn't even move their feet. You know, you got to get the puck deep and get off, guys. This is a game of 40-second shifts, not a minute 40.
You know, I don't think the bus driver is amongst the 9-man bench crew. General Manager Michael Connor was on gate duty for a while there, while Andy, the trainer, was sorting out something in the corridor. I've done that myself as well.
Well, they got the GM, the media guy, physios, 7 stick boys, and the coach, and an injured player.
They've got their new fitness instructor on there as well.
Fitness instructor?
Yeah, there's a fitness instructor. Is Saric on there anyway? I can't even see Saric.
Yeah, Saric is there.
Oh, is he?
Fitness instructor is kind of late in the season to have one. You're either in shape by now or you know what, you're in trouble. You usually get those in the beginning of the year.
August time.
Yeah, August. Well, you know when they're good? When the season's finished. Give them programs for the summer.
Maury Hansen half put the whistle in his mouth there to do St. Pierre for tripping when he tried to slap the puck away. Here's Shepherd. Picked out of the air by Kevin Bergin. Seriously, go to Beedham's in Sherwood, Mansfield Road. Get yourself a Bergin burger. Marty Gascon collects it, sends it to the front. Bergin off the side of the net and it's bouncing around it, pinballed around it, could have gone anywhere. Bergin goes to get it, turns it inside Dagenet. Dagenet misses. The pass is just behind Gascon and Sheffield get a chance to clear. Scroy falls over after failing to hit the target. I think everyone stopped waiting for a whistle. Cameron Mann stopped there and allowed Robert Dowd to dispossess him. Legui overcooks it. His pass was too hard and too far forward on Zion. Zion is rubbed out by Gascon. Panthers go down, but they end up with the puck. They don't get it out. Bergin, it's Damore actually, not Bergin, gets up and backhands it across the ice. 3 minutes gone, second period. Panthers still lead by 2.
Both teams just feeling not really much going on this period. The intensity's dropped a wee bit, but it'll start heating up here if they keep throwing their bodies around and finishing their checks.
Scroy still having verbals with Damore. It's almost getting to the stage where Dom Damore's going to have to do something about that.
Well, you know what? I saw Scroy fight. He doesn't have
He's
great
a hugger,
balance.
though. He's a hugger.
He's a hugger, so you might as well go out there and hug with him and fall down, and that's it. It's over. You've done your job.
Well, the deflection off a Sheffield stick landed nicely for Nottingham, but the Sheffield defensemen have intercepted. Phillips to the front. Cameron Mann over. Stick handle that one. Dalglish takes the big hit, leaves the puck. McCaslin takes it on, shoots off target. Dalglish getting shifts in place of Clark, of course, because Clark's still in the box on the 5-minute fighting penalty.
They should be coming out any time now.
They'll be waiting for a whistle, obviously.
Yeah, waiting for that whistle.
I think the 5 minutes is served. Galbraith takes it on, dances down the left wing, takes it round the back. Doesn't take the option, still stick hands around. Go on, Tommy Norton, just off target. Roof had come off, a young Tom got one, especially from that distance. Dagenet, that's icing when we touch it, gotta be. Sheffield can't change. Dumb play because they had a beautiful guy pass open down the middle channel.
He had it there for a split second, and for whatever reason didn't pass the puck, and then, well, it ran out of options. You must just carry it to the red line and shoot it in instead of throwing the pass 14 feet high.
Nottingham Panthers!
Something like 6,400 in tonight, which isn't bad when we got 3 games and 8 nights. Damore uses his big size 12s to keep it in. Shot ricochets around, it's off target, and the clearance squirts past him. Danny Myers stretches and goes to get it. Didn't train every day this week because of the injury he's carrying. Damore flicks it up the glass and it's jammed further on. Richardson gets a second bite of it, gets a third bite of it. Hustles and bustles, goes down under Bollybrook's attentions, but the puck's landed well for Nottingham. Damore fashions a shot. Richardson knocks it out of the air on the rebound. Keeps it in the zone, uses the boards. Gascon tries to make room for the pass. Bergin takes over. Doesn't quite keep control of it enough. Damore chips it out to the right wing. Clever play. Richardson turns it in. Gascon turns away from the hit from Bollybrook, and it's cost Panthers possession though. Stretch pass, Phillips took an eternity over the shot, and he's rightly poke checked, and Panthers bring it the other way. Bergin tries to feed it into the front for McCaslin to tip upstairs. Didn't get it past Bassick. Now they're hustling and bustling in the corner for it.
I tell you right now, Bergen's been just outstanding tonight. Him and Richardson and Gascon, every time they've been out there, they've created some kind of scoring chance.
Phillips made the most of the attentions of McCaslin, and it's led to an incoming penalty now, as soon as we play the puck. McCaslin goes for high sticks. Harsh.
Very harsh. Laurie Hansen was right there and said, okay, that stick got a little high, you're going to go have a 2-minute holiday.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Orchid IT, 24/7 IT support. Cameron Mann there just swiped it down the ice on the face-off, didn't he?
Ah, it's a perfect. Cameron Mann's a wily old vet. He says, I'll just shoot it down the ice.
Wily old coyote, isn't he? Dagenet has 2 goes at getting it in. Once on the forehand, once on the backhand. In the end, he passes it. And Segroy's shot is approximately 17 feet high and 2 feet wide.
Not very smart play. You got the puck over the blue line. Just rim it hard around the glass and know he's going to shoot it over the goalie, over the glass and into the net and get a face-off. And that face-off, I think, should be on the other side.
Second periods are always a bit calmer than first. Nottingham win the draw. Mark Levers again, doing well on the draw tonight, Leaves.
Yeah, you know, you're going to be that center. You got to bear down. You got to win them.
Clarkey pokes the puck free, then jams it off the boards. It's not quite gone over the blue line. Panthers use the glass. Wicked bounce. It's fallen kindly. He's Clark. Stick handles his way round, backhands it in, tries to get it in deep, doesn't, only gets it as far as Legui, back to Shepherd. Now Talbot. Gascon spinning and turning and flapping that stick out. Sheffield still have it. Still got lots of time on the power play. Talbot in the corner. Demore gets a piece of it. Backhand Corey Nielsen, so cool and calm. EIHL defenseman.
Yeah, great job by Nottingham. There's not letting Sheffield set up. We got to remember, Sheffield's got the #1 power play in the league, and right now they look very average tonight.
Not as average as our power play looked last weekend, Rick.
That was last weekend, though. It's new weekend.
Big save on Phillips from what, 12 feet?
Yeah, one-timer from the slot, and great save by St. Pierre.
Bergen and Demore. No, Demore sent back. Steve Lee sent out on penalty kill.
Now they got the #1 face-off guy, Richardson, in there. They didn't win.
No, didn't do as well as Levers has been doing. We're only joking, Bruce, if you're watching. Habauer took a clever shot just to the side of the D-man, but St. Pierre was waiting for it. 5 seconds till we get the man back. Whack it down the ice now, boys. McCaslin could latch onto it. He's gone back to help his buddies. Juggled around between the shoulder and the pipe. McCaslin and Richardson hurry for it. Panthers have got the man back. McCaslin, big hit.
That's what I love about McCaslin. You score the highlight reel goal and then crush in the next shift.
He had a great second half and he had a decent first half. Oh, and he tries the clever play to the front, and Jay Henderson just couldn't get any wood on it. Habauer sends it in and goes for a change. St. Pierre tees it up. Demore uses the board, sends it round. No one from Sheffield dare played in case they get called for too many men. St. Pierre tees it up. Damore uses the boards, tries to force it round, doesn't get past Shepherd. Mann goes and gets it, then gives it away. Led to that ripper of a shot from Sheffield just over the bar. Damore stretches one hand and gets it. Galbraith trying to tease the puck out. Everyone's tied up. Danny Myers goes to get the loose one and gives it to David Clark. Puts some air under it, it's gloved and down. He's robbed. Galbraith squirts the shot.
I like that about Galbraith. He can make anything on it. And there's nothing there, and he gets a quick little shot on goal.
Corey Nielsen's shot just needed a little redirect from David Clark. And David Clark's shot just needed to be in a different direction. Tom Norton wins it for Nottingham. Oh, just too far in front of David Clark on the pass from Richardson, but Clark wins the puck back for Nottingham. Galbraith right to the front. Nielsen slaps his stick on the ice. He jumped into the play beautifully, all alone in front, somehow contrived to miss it.
Well, I was hoping he missed it because Richardson, the left-hander, he was wide open right behind him. He would have banged it right in the open net.
You got a mean streak in you, Strachan. It's like a Nottingham power play. Richardson uses the back of the net to get it away from Hewitt. Turns it back in the front. It's bouncing around in the blue paint. Thomas tries to get it out, and it's bounced kindly and got past Bergin. But Nielsen mops up and gives it to Tom Norton.
This line's on fire tonight. Every time they're out there, they get the Steelers hemmed in their own zone, scoring chance after scoring chance.
Tom Norton gets a piece of it, spoils the attack, 3-on-2. Takes Le Guy out of it for the moment. Off target on the big shot from Bassick. Poke forward, Nottingham, onside, McCaslin goes himself backhand, it's loose. Werner keeps them at bay, but only just. Are we watching the Davis Cup? Is it tennis?
This is end-to-end, back and forth, back and forth. You know, you'll get a scoring chance, we'll come back and have another one ourselves.
Bollybrook for Sheffield. Down the right wing, Phillips backhands it in. Myers goes to collect. Foot race with Talbot, wins it by a mile. Uses the boards, gets it forward, but only as far as Ben Morgan. Morgan hikes one in. St. Pierre gloves it. Steve Lee was doing something everyone will be mad with.
That's stick handling out of your own zone, young defenseman. Hard off the glass like that.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's an icing whistle, we can regroup and talk about what we're going to do next.
Yeah, just win the draw, you got puck possession, and away you go. You don't take the puck out from behind your net and try to beat a guy in front of it. Take the puck, rim it hard, shoot it off the glass.
Well, he was trying to justify himself there to the likes of Captain Myers and Derby-born Mark Levers. Mark with a C, Cork.
Yeah, the calm old guy. You got to calm him down, calm those young bucks down. Okay, Sonny, shoot it off the glass.
32-20 gone. Panthers lead 2-0. And now Clarkey gets it out of the zone.
Hand pass.
It was a hand pass from them to us.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a hand pass from them to us?
It looked like it.
Well, that's not a hand pass. That's a hand away.
See, Maury? Give it this one. Oh, well. I made a mistake.
Habau wins the draw. Damore makes a nuisance of himself more than anything and spoils the shot.
Scroy chops off Lever's ear. He kind of took a swipe at the puck, missed the puck, hit Levers in the air.
You got to be in control of your stick at all times.
Yes, you have. And he's going to go to the penalty box.
He knows he's doing his job for Sheffield from the way he's getting booed by the Nottingham fans.
Yeah.
On 9, 50-50-50. The waiting penalty box is sponsored by Trent Cars.
I heard a newcomer on the corridor in the first interval, and he was ringing a mate up. He said, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's just awesome, this. It's awesome. Why don't we come to this all the time? Why aren't you here? Well, then I was out of distance, but I think we got a convert there.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Anybody who ever comes to a hockey game is coming back because they enjoy it so much.
This is Panthers' first power play, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Let's see if their power play is better than it was last weekend.
Can't be any worse. So far, I'd say it isn't, but there's a long way to go on it. Henderson takes it in. Uses the boards and gets it across to Marty Gascon. He's got good hands. He's an assist man. He's a playmaker. Cameron Mann back to Marty Gascon. We're wide open back door. Just couldn't get it past Werner's stick. Came out. Panthers have to clear the zone.
Sometimes when the power play is not working, the players just want to overpass the puck, and sometimes just, you know, if it ain't working, we'll just set it up, get to the point, get the pucks on net with traffic, and do the math, outnumber them, and at least get some scoring chances.
Well, that's icing against Nottingham. They were trying to make something of it. If you rewind the tape, folks, especially if you've got any youngster who's learning the game, Thomas threw the puck down the ice when Panthers were trapped offside. He didn't have to do that, because if Nottingham had touched it, it would have been a face-off and whistle and all the rest of it. He threw it down the ice and Nottingham just came steaming back down. It was a dumb play.
Yeah, you know, you got to delayed offside, make them all come out of the blue, over the blue line,
Correct.
Kill time, and then once they have to eventually come and get you again, you just shoot it down the ice then.
Yep. You've killed some time and you've probably got your teammates away. Jade Galbraith tries the curl and drag. It's picked off by Hewitt. He then gets leveled by Nielsen after his shot's denied. McCaslin has to flick it out to the left wing. Galbraith is whistled down for offside.
And Clarkey didn't
wait till he'd come out.
Yeah, he didn't come out of the zone, so blow the whistle, and it goes all the way down the ice.
5:36 to go, second. Well, we've had the Hewitt shot on goal just recently when we gave it away. And other than that, I don't think the keepers have made a save other than deflecting shots. We had the Scroy shot, which was 17 feet high, wide and handsome.
Yeah. No, there really hasn't been many scoring chances by either team in this period, other than the one Jonathan Phillips there on the power
Penalty
play.
against Sheffield coming up.
I don't know what that one's for. I didn't see it.
I think it was a bit of a slash behind the play. Little spell of 6-on-4 there. Scroy's back out. Here comes the whistle. Can't be Scroy.
High stick.
Hey, they're arguing.
They all argue. Other than Scroy there, he knew he cut Lever's ear off, so he definitely was going. But other than that, 90% of them go, that wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Shepard's getting the gate. They don't all argue.
Most of them do.
Quite a lot of good, classy hockey players just look at the ref, either right or wrong, and just skate straight to the box and sit down.
Nottingham Panthers!
Bergen, Panthers, power play was pretty awful, but they've got a chance to put it right now.
Well, let's say both teams' power plays are bad, or both teams' penalty killers are that good.
Yeah, that's a nice way of saying it.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. So Cardiff's penalty kill must be the best.
Well, they get a lot of practice.
In League or Cup competition last weekend. Bergen.
Yeah.
Cameron Mann, it's just not clicking for him tonight, Cam.
No, it's just not working. It's not working for any of them. It's just like they get the puck and they have no support, or they get it and they overpass it.
Caslin keeps himself online. Bassick spins and turns and clears, though. Well, we've had 3 minutes of power play. And the doctor says there's been no improvement.
Well, there hasn't been a shot on goal. They're having a hard time not even getting it in the zone.
Galbraith sends it in, goes to get it himself, can't get it, and Herbauer swipes it away.
That's what happens when you take the puck and you dipsy-do it all up the ice. What happens is all your forwards have to stop at the blue line. You flip it in, they outnumber you, one pass, they shoot it down the ice. You got to enter with speed, more than one.
At this moment in time, we can hardly get it over the halfway line, never mind across the blue line.
Well, yeah, right now they're having a tough time getting it over them.
We've spent a long time on this power play, second half, in our own zone. Oh, flick to the front to Richardson, McCaslin. They're getting their man back. Demore tries to shoot through legs. We haven't seen that before this year, have we?
No, not this first time.
Dagenet brings it away. Demore's out of position. McCaslin needed to make the hit. It's across to Shepherd. Both sides skating 5-on-5. Bounces off the stick of Dagenet. Lee blocks the centering pass from Talbot, but Sheffield still have it. Basic's shot, stick to the wings by St. Pierre. Herbauer's shot, sticked away. You wanted to see some shots, cameraman Steve. You're seeing a few. And it's a half shot that beats St. Pierre. He never got anything on it, and it's just trickled in.
Yeah, it's right there. Just Nottingham, just failure to get the puck out of there. There's only had a few chances, and all of a sudden it ended up on, I don't know, it was a Shepherd's stick, and it just kind of like a half shot or Talbot.
Join the team behind the team. Become a member of the official Nottingham Panthers supporters club.
And Sheffield's top defenseman has left the game. Jonathan Zion, he hurt his ankle earlier at the beginning of the period. He hasn't come back. We haven't seen him on the ice.
Talbot gets the credit for it. So it's a 2-1 hockey game. What were you saying about a 2-0 lead? Two minutes to go, second period. Panthers won the first period 2-0 thanks to the goals from Gascon and the brilliant showmanship of Galbraith. But then I don't know what to call it, gritty, grafty, trickly, lucky, garbage goal.
Okay, I got a question for you. Somebody asked me, who would you rather have, Chambers or Galbraith? And
I even know who asked you the question.
Yeah, and who did I say? Galbraith.
You said Galbraith.
And the other, and another, no, that was another coach.
Oh, Tomo.
Tomo said he would rather have Chambers, but they're both equally as skilled, but Galbraith is tougher, and he's more physical, and he'll fight.
Basic has to learn to take a hit. There was nothing wrong with a hit from David Clark. Stick on the ice hit. Maury Hansen, I think, is just calling Basic. That's a dumb penalty.
Yeah, really dumb. You know what?
He just got back into the game at 2-1. He gives him 2 minutes for roughing.
No, you know what? He got a clean hit, and the old retaliation. We give him a little shot in the head. It's just going to hurt your team. And yeah, right now Sheffield just put himself back in the game, and now they're going to put the Panthers on the power play.
Yeah, well, some would argue that's not a good thing.
There's good penalties and there's dumb ones.
If I got those sums right, 0 for 16 last weekend, Nottingham must now be 0 for 18.
Yeah, Gary. I think 16 and 2 is 18.
18?
Yeah.
I've got a little brain teaser box I got given for Christmas. I do hard, basic mathematics on it, and I get 20 out of 20.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We don't have a calculator up here, and we figured that one out.
Yeah.
That's out.
DeMore stretches, whistle's gone.
Static right there. No one's moving. You got 5 guys. One guy's got the puck, and you got 4 guys just standing. You got to get some movement.
30 more seconds of power play. That's 4.5 minutes of power play, hardly without a shot.
Believe it or not, the guy with the puck shouldn't have to pass it through anybody. You have to move into the opening. You have to find a spot where he doesn't have to pass it through an opposing player.
Hewitt wins the draw against Cameron Mann. Valuable seconds clicking down on the power play. Phillips goes chasing. Has a dig, and he did follow through to make sure he hit St. Pierre. St. Pierre gave him a shot back for his trouble. Clark gets it from right wing to left by way of the boards. Cameron Mann, first two moves worked great, then it ran off him. He's having one of those nights.
Yeah, things just aren't clicking for him right now.
Clark does enough on Talbot. Oh, Jay Henderson wasted too much time. Sheffield are away short-handed. Le Gui scores. It's the equalising goal. Poor power play. So bad. It's now not 0 for 19. It's -1.
Yeah, right there. They just got standing, right there. Bergen got standing flat-footed. They didn't get the puck deep. They turned it over at the blue line, and it was a foot race between Bergen and Le Gui, and unfortunately Le Gui's a little bit quicker, and he won that race. And we talked about the 2-goal lead being the worst one in hockey. Well, now it's 0-0.
Well, hopefully we'll go back to an old-fashioned Nottingham-Sheffield game now. Caslin's got it through. Galbraith cleverly gets it back. Demore fluffs and was pathetic, to be honest. I can't say any other word for it. And again, has Scroy put him off his game or what? Has Scroy put Panthers off their game? Sheffield have won the second period by 2-0. We've got a 2-2 game, tied at 2 going into the last 20 minutes. This is absolutely vital for the G&B Panthers that they get something going. So 20 minutes to put it right, Rick. What would you have told him if you were in that locker room in that interval?
Wake up, smell the coffee. You got to go back to playing intense, moving your feet, finishing your checks.
Worry about tomorrow night. Worry about the cup final after tomorrow night. Tonight, worry about this period. You should have concerned yourselves a bit more with the job in hand.
They dropped the intensity level that period.
We've now been outshot. I'm not quite sure what they're classifying as a shot on goal, but I know what the rule book says.
Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, you only get you had 2 power plays. You only got 7 shots on goal in the period. You weren't very good.
All but 19 seconds of 3 power plays.
Even worse.
All right, here we go. 19 seconds off power play to go. Bruce Richardson's going to take the draw with Galbraith and McCaslin on his wings. Demore and Nielsen on defence. Richardson wins the draw, gets it back to Demore, out to Nielsen, right wing, diagonal dump. Galbraith goes to get it, Bang hands it around, it bounces over the stick of McCaslin. Sheffield get a chance to clear. Nielsen keeps it in and flicks it forward. McCaslin, got help at the back door, bounces. Oh, Demore hits the post after it bounced over the stick of Galbraith.
Yeah, the puck just laid there perfectly for the big one-timer. Vernon just fell down. He didn't even know what to do, and it hit the dead on the goalpost. I mean square.
Yeah. Well, the wires were connected for that shot.
They were. And you know what? Well, it didn't hit the net, but it was close.
In Belfast, that counts as 2 or 3 shots on goal.
Really?
I've seen it happen. They put them up individually on the scoreboard in Belfast. I jokingly during commentary there one night said, if you hit the post here, it counts for 2, and it went round 2.
Oh, well.
See, cameraman was too much of a gentleman there to do anything to Werner. And he let the keeper off when he was fair game in my book. Not that referee and ex-referee,
Murray Hansen
wouldn't have called that fair game.
You don't agree with that theory?
No. Crowd trying to get the home team worked up. Marty Gascoigne, oh, he fashioned enough room for the shot and then it was just off target. Hewitt for Sheffield. Oh, Marty Gascoigne threw the snow up and didn't finish the hit there. Probably felt kindly on the kid in the mask.
No one feels kind out there, Gary. This is Sheffield Nottingham. Run him through the boards.
Stevie Lee bided his time, chopped it on the backhand. Gascoigne brings it forward. He's got two French Canadians with him. Richardson. Oh, Habauer didn't even know it was there and then gets it on the backhand, pokes it down the ice and Demore has to chase back. It's flicked to the front to Segroy. Bergin takes no risks, but Sheffield battling for it. Tom Norton tries to win it deep in Panthers territory. Shot, pad save. It's coming out. Bergin was looking to see who he could pass it to. And eventually just has to bat it down the ice. Nottingham looking a little ragged again after that bright first belt on the power play that started the period.
Right there, Bergen's looking for a pass instead of taking the puck and moving your feet. And you almost got caught from behind. You can't, in your own zone, you can't stand still, you got to move your feet.
Dowd gets past Steve Lee and then does enough to win the puck for Le Gui. He fans on his first attempt to pass. Nielsen steps in and flicks it down the ice. Time for calm heads from Nottingham. Don't have to win it by a shed load.
Just one.
That first period boded well for the rest of the season, for the playoffs and everything, for the cup final, everything. And the second period did the opposite for me.
Could these two teams possibly meet in the playoffs?
Yep. Needed it. Big pad save by the Saint. McCaslin gets it to Cameron Mann. Will something go right for Cameron Mann? Nope. Nothing's gone right for the ex-Boston Bruins so far tonight. Le Gui, scorer of the second goal, chases after it, gets it in the corner. Demore misses the hit. Doesn't get the puck, nothing. Henderson gets his man, but the puck's right in front. Demore gets a little bit on it this time, but Phillips has got it back. Demore again gets the stick in. One-handed, he does it so much. Got away with it this time, Henderson. He's got some smarts as much as skills, Henderson. McCaslin fires it off. Who else but Cameron Mann getting in the way? McCaslin bounces it to the front. Henderson doesn't know it's behind you. And pantomime season is over and we've had 4 minutes of the third period sponsored by Orchid IT.
I expect this period to be a chess match. Both teams not wanting to give anything real tight. They open it up pretty good, and I think both teams have some pretty good scoring chances.
Werner dives out, denies Richardson. Picture tells a story.
That's just a terrible giveaway.
Bergin right to the front. Corey Nielsen again jumps into the play right in the slot and didn't bear down on the shot though. Then his feet are standing still. The poke check doesn't work, but Bergin half mops up for him. Farmer wins it. Bergin plays it round the back and the fans wake up from both sets of supporters. Steve Lee tries to dance through the middle, not his job. Sheffield are caught offside and then shoot over the top, and it's Segroy. Steve Lee comes in to try and give him the glove wash. Segroy going berserk.
Stevie Lee.
Stevie Lee said, you shot after the whistle.
Yeah, attaboy, Stevie. I taught him well.
You don't shoot after the whistle. If you're not bright enough to hear the whistle and stop, then expect a bit of a shove if you do it.
That's right, you know what, I don't care. You shoot the puck after the whistle. If the goalie, someone's going to come up there and give you a poke.
Where should this face-off be, Rick?
All the way down.
Another 150 feet down the... Well, no. Down there. Yeah, it should be down there, shouldn't it? Right down there. Right down there, 150 feet away. Puck was on the back of the net. Neither linesman knew. Well, will that wind up Nottingham or will it wind up Sheffield? Here's Mark Levers trying to go through the middle route. Gets the shot away, hits the leg pad. Bollybrook makes room to get the outlet pass, as some would have you believe it's called. Scroy tips it on. DeMore. David Clark stretches, gets it, sends it in, Levers chases after it. Glove down by the captain. And the tip from David Clark. Beautiful play. Myers tipped through his own legs, back of the net. 3-2 GMB Panthers.
Right there, just shoot the puck on net. Sheffield did a bad job of clearing the puck. Danny Myers lofted it on goal. Clarkey chipped it in the net. 3-2 Panthers.
Even-handed goal for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Thank goodness we weren't on a power play.
Yeah.
Cameron Mann has just copped 2 for high sticks. Legui making a fuss of it.
Oh, that was Cameron Mann.
It is. Cameron Mann might as well go and put his suit on.
It wasn't, what's his name? Henderson's in the penalty box. Cameron Mann's still out there.
And he gave him 2+2, and it's Henderson.
Yeah. Accidental high sticks. He had to cut him then.
Yeah, he bit his tongue quick. Well, then Legui wants to carry on. He's got to go for treatment because he's been caught. That's why it's a 4-minute penalty. He can't be in the lineup next face-off.
But no, these are hockey players. Even though they got a cut, the magic spun doesn't come out. They don't need a stretcher. They still want to play. We know what sport we're talking about.
They've had a cull on the Sheffield Steelers bench. They've only got 8 guys on it now. Guy working on Legui behind the bench must be the team doctor, if not the physio. They often bring their doctor down so he can have a good view of proceedings here. Sheffield setup not good. Richardson uses the boards but can't get it past the Steelers on the right wing. He's lost his footing, he's gone down. Panthers extra short staff for a moment. Shepherd to Dagenet. McCaslin tracks across with him. Richard comes out. Shot off the backside of Kevin Bergin. He's been eating those Bergin burgers. He's got some meat on him.
Yeah.
They pack a punch. Do you want to know a secret? Ask me for the secret about that.
What's the secret?
I'll tell you in a minute. Let's just see this kill out first. I don't want to jinx it. Great save by the Saint on a shot through traffic. Levers finishes a hit. It's won the puck. Dom DeMore goes off. Dancing through. Can he pull a move? No. He plays it into his own feet. He's got it back. He doesn't know it's there. He falls over. And now he's got to get back. Cameron Mann drops onto the blue line to cover. Sheffield try to spring the trap left wing. Here's Legui. Glove down by Danny Myers. Couldn't get his glove back in position. Then couldn't get the clearance away, and it gets a second chance. Swipes at it. Bollybrook keeps it in. You're right, we haven't seen Zion since the start of the second period.
He's their key man on the power play.
Key man, full stop.
Yeah, he's their best player. That's how you get the puck down the ice.
Good hard wrister from Dom DeMore. We're in the second half of the 4-minute penalty for accidental high sticks against Jay Henderson. Clips Stevie Lee's foot. Matt couldn't sweep it down the ice, but Stevie Lee got it at the second attempt for the G&B Nottingham Panthers. 90 seconds of power play to Sheffield to come. And when it's done, we'll have 10 minutes to play.
It'll be a frantic 10 minutes.
Bollybrook, left wing for the Sheffield Steelers. Phillips takes over. Tees it up right in the slot, blocked by McCaslin. It's loose at the back door. Phillips couldn't get onto it. Great glove save by the save. Do-doodly-doo-doo.
Great save by St. Pierre in the full splits. That had to hurt.
All right, when we launched the Bergin Burger,
Okay.
we made a special one.
Yep.
With lots of Scottish bonnets and devil chilies in it. And then we fed it to the reporter. By mistake, Kevin Bergin took a bite out of it and went, oh, he went running out, right. So we kept it secret, we cut it off. We fed it to the reporter, Jeremy from BBC. He thought it was lovely. He just had it.
Well, maybe he likes hot, spicy food.
I don't think the Saints saw much of that shot, but he got it in the end. And Panthers sweep the crumbs away. 45 seconds of power play to come.
The advantage of being a 6'4" goalie.
Yeah, on the edge of the paint. Demore's at it again, one-handed with that stick. Help win it again. And he gets it down the ice. Reads the play well. He's not going to win any awards for stick handling, is he? Certainly not tonight. It's coming right round to point. We get the man back in 10 seconds. Bergin can't win it. Talbot's got it in the corner. Shepherd takes over. Backhands it to Le Guy. He fakes the shot. It's through traffic. St. Pierre can't get it. Oh, Panthers try to clear it. St. Pierre blocks the shot again. Demore gets it down the ice. He's winded, but he's up, and he's gone for a change.
He looks exhausted.
Scroy. Well, the stick from Gascon helped put the shot high, not very handsome, and wide.
Oh, well, game on. Well, at least we know with the Panthers winning 3-2, the game's going to be exciting because the Steelers have to open it up. So let's call the timeout.
Nottingham. It's a Nottingham timeout with 9:40 to go. Panthers lead by 3-2. Corey Nielsen, the man with a plan, wants to adjust it a little bit. If the power play doesn't work, you do get away with it if your penalty kill does work.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, if you can break out even every game of special teams, well, at least you're not behind 1 or 2. So if your power play is bad, your penalty killing better be outstanding.
Oh, they're down to 7 on the Sheffield bench now. We're just having a count up. I wondered if they'd have more behind the bench than they had listening off the ice on the timeout, but they're down to 7.
Well, they lost Andy, the equipment guy.
Oh, he's gone to shorten skates or something, hasn't he?
G&B Nottingham Panthers!
Bauer and Man gets it forward. Dowd can't get it forward. It comes off McCaslin, goes down the ice. He's Dowd again. Star for the Sheffield Steelers last year, a surprise package. It's just giving it away again. Nottingham have given it away, but at least they got it to neutral ice. I've got a suspicion that it was chip it out, chip it in. That was the message at the timeout for Nottingham.
I can tell you exactly what he said. We're going to play the trap, 1-4. We're going to make sure we send one guy hard and always have 5 guys above the puck.
Oh, one Sheffield play, deflected it to spoil it, getting it to another. Galbraith took it from way behind. Telling you, you're right. We're both right. It's a left or right lane lock, and it's a chip it out, chip it in situation for Nottingham. It worked in Coventry when we led by 1, and it led to another goal.
All they're going to do right now is they're going to make it tough for Sheffield to generate any speed through the neutral zone. They're going to send one guy, and that one guy's job is to make sure that the pass gets. They got to pass the puck up toward the boards. They can't carry it through the middle. The minute the puck gets passed up the boards, the winger closes down on him, taking all the way the speed.
Whatever is happening on the other side of the Midlands tonight in the Coventry-Cardiff game, which as we sit here is going Coventry's way, whatever happens there, Panthers have to make sure they get the 2 points tonight.
Yeah, you're in a situation you can't worry what other teams are doing. You got to take care of your own backyard first.
And should have done that a little bit more earlier in the year, but whatever. Habawa gently lays his stick on the Saints lobster pot after he's covered the puck up. Short shifts as well from the GMB Nottingham Panthers.
Yeah, both teams late in the third are going to be changing them very quick. Make sure they got fresh legs out at all times.
Well, Stevie Lee's certainly trying to chip it out every time. Myers chips it out, chipping it out off the boards every time.
Please remember to keep your eye on the puck at all times. Check out Panthers coverage in Bulls Media magazine.
8:12 to go, sponsored by Orchid IT. Your wife's going down with the man of the match presentations tonight. Rick, do you think she'll go on the ice and fall head over heels again?
No. I don't think she'll go out in that ice ever again.
And sadly, Steve missed it on the camera lens. Otherwise, we could have been sharing the 250 quid from just you've been framed. Little bit of pressure from Sheffield Steelers. They bring it out the front. The Saints gone down. The puck's loose. Still loose. Clark stretches in. Bit of glove washing going on. Hewitt doesn't want to know. Farmer thinks he's tough all of a sudden. Stevie Lee pulls Farmer out of it and says, hey, Brit on Brit, do you want to go? Farmer suddenly lets go. Cameron Mann's willing with Farmer as well.
Good old-fashioned scramble. Look at this guy down here in the red. He's all excited.
He's so excited, his hair that was parted on the right is now parted on the left.
I think that's a rug.
Well, I was trying to say that politely. I think he's just spun it round the other way. It's on back to front at the moment. He looks like Norris out of Coronation Street. Now, that makes it sound like I'm an aficionado on Coronation Street. I just happened to see 5 minutes of it. It was to do with the rug. 3-on-2 Nottingham. Bergen's offside. He spun. If he'd kept his skates on the ice, he might have got away with it, but he spun, and it meant the skate was up in the air. Hewitt puts his stick down to trip Richardson up. I think Richie made a meal of it. So what? He's got a mask on.
Yeah, those guys got some history. Had some great battles through the years.
Well, they've had battles. Richardson's won every one of them, to be honest.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day,
But the Brit's there.
I love the guys who show up. I don't care. You win or lose, go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. Sometimes it's got to be done. Bassick for Sheffield. Less than 8 miles to go. Panthers lead 3-2. Panthers calling for icing. Panthers get icing. Face off. Doesn't have to be pretty now. The fans got their money's worth first period, didn't they?
Yeah, we got our money's worth.
And the tip goal by David Clark was pretty damn fine as well in the third period. Good crowd in again. First of 3 huge games this week here at the Trent FM Arena. Cup final on Tuesday, sponsored by the GMB. This one sponsored by Orchid IT. Now Sheffield are chipping the wall to get it out.
Because Nottingham are doing a great job of just closing them down, just giving them nowhere to go.
Demore trying to do too much, gets half caught by Phillips. It's led to this. Tipped by Phillips. Demore had a high stick on him. Oh, he's just not cleared it. Gascon tries to bat the puck out of the air. Cops 2 minutes for tripping when the Sheffield player goes down like a sack of balsa wood.
Right now, you can't flick the puck. You shoot it. Do something with it. Make a positive play. Right there, he has the puck on his stick, and instead of just shooting it hard off the boards, he flicks it, they hold it in, and his player takes a penalty because of it.
We got players who are playing one-handed on the stick far too much. I used to say to kids when we coached, the little ones, if you don't hold it in two hands, I'll tape it in there.
That's what my dad used to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what? Because you can't pass the puck with one hand on your stick.
And it teaches them to skate with better balance when they've got two hands on the stick. This is hockey skating. We don't want them to do pirouettes and axles and
You
things.
can't battle for pucks with one hand on your stick.
Correct.
What are you going to do when you get it? By the time you put your hand back on your stick, the puck's gone.
Yeah. Sean McCaslin gets a piece of it.
He's been outstanding tonight. Every night.
Shepard has a chance to break in. Tries to make room for the shot. One-handed poke check. Well, Danny Myers didn't mean to block it with his leg, but he did, and then he got to it. Interference against Sheffield, the power play's over. Talbot argues about it. Yeah, okay. Murray Hansen's chances of saying, do you know what, you're right, Talbot, I made a mistake there. Let's cancel that out. We'll have a face-off centre ice. You carry on playing. What are the chances of that happening? I have more chance of 3, 4, 7, 18, 27 and 44 coming up.
That's right. I used to tell players in my coaching days, I've never seen a ref in my entire life change his mind. So go to the box and shut up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's never going to happen. I might just have that 14 million to 1 chance come through. Or Corey Nielsen came right across East Coast to West Coast and then fired one just off target. Clark, Galbraith, Bergen into feet. Clark has a chance to mop up for Nottingham. Backhand will be picked off, or not, as the case may be. Bollybrook and his friends, including this guy, Hubauer, bring it forward. Shot. It's over the bar. Saint's a big man. Don't worry when he goes down on his knees, folks. He's only flinching to get his head out the way. The goal is covered by the frame of the 6'4" goalie.
Yeah, you know when the goalie's ducking, he's 6'4", the shot's high.
Yeah. Less than 6 miles to go. 4 on 4 for another 30 seconds. Here comes Jay Henderson. Great first period from the ex-Boston Bruin. Richardson makes a nuisance of himself, wins the puck. Backhands it across to Myers. Myers uses the wall. Richardson chips it in.
That's how you play with a lead. Everything's simple, keep it out of the middle.
Make the opposition work harder than they've had to work all game.
Make them come 200 feet every time.
And the Panthers are back to full strength.
Shepard rubbed out by McCaslin. McCaslin has the puck, brings it forward. Panthers 3 on 2. 3 on 2, heads up mark. Back door, Corey Nielsen. Off the shoulder of Werner, and it goes to the far corner. Corey Nielsen's had 3 great shooting opportunities. That was the one he took the best. Bounces over Bergin's stick, and the intelligent, educated Sheffield fans cheer like it was a mistake by Bergin, like it hasn't bounced over any Sheffield sticks now. Cameron Mann is level by Ben Morgan. Both sides back to full strength.
Baziak.
Was it Baziak?
Yeah, you've been getting them mixed up all night.
It's because their numbers are so bad, 6 and 5.
But one guy's 6'4" and the other guy's 5'10".
I know, but I'm checking the names on the back. One's Morgan, it looks like it says Baziak.
Yeah, they're similar.
I resent you saying I've been getting them mixed up all night. Morgan had a couple of shifts. Well, then Baziak hasn't been skating as well as he normally does. Well, Sheffield are all offside and they haven't told him to get out of the zone. They've kept the puck in the zone. Played it straight into levers, though. Panthers trying to stay out of the box. St. Pierre closes the door on the wraparound from Phillips. Phillips passes it straight to Galbraith. They give it straight back. Myers can only get it to halfway, but Sheffield are onside. Phillips winds up for the big shot through the legs of Damore. Trickles through. St. Pierre covers up.
Minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the third period.
Just over 3.5 minutes to go.
mighty support. Let's hear it for the GMB Nottingham Panthers!
Well, here we go, the last 3 minutes. All important face-off.
Richardson to take the draw. As he won it, needs some help, needs some help. The help comes Sheffield's way. Hewitt, top corner. Hewitt from behind the fishbowl. The puck came through. Richardson got no help from the wings, and Hewitt latched onto it.
Yeah, right there. Richardson did a good job on the draw. He didn't lose it. It was a 50-50 puck. It's not his responsibility. One of the defensemen got to come in there, pick the puck up, and throw it in the safe area. They just watched it. Hewitt jumped off the wall, picked the puck up, went top shelf.
So we got a 3-3 game with 3:28 to go.
This is the 10 and score in 28 from Sheffield, 17 from 10 and the 28.
I think they should stick to the same game plan and take the point and go into overtime.
5-6, 3-2.
Yeah, I would. You know, if you're going to get a scoring chance, you got to take it. But it's no use here going wide open, having your defenseman jump into the play and a turnover, and the game's over.
Sheffield are possibly the best team in the league at the moment. Certainly on results and form, they are the best team in the league. But we desperately need the win. Thomas, after Sheffield win the draw, gives it away. Here's Nielsen. Cameron Mann, right through the crease and out the other side. No one at home for Nottingham. Here comes Sheffield. Save, rebound, double save by St. Pierre. Henderson comes in and says, who wants some? You don't go at the keeper. At this stage of the game, the whistle had gone.
Henderson doing a great job of sticking up for his goaltender. Love to see it.
Less than 3 minutes to go, but now we're on a 3-3 scoreline. It's sponsored by Orchid IT.
Here's that important face-off.
Levers loses it. Sheffield through traffic. St. Pierre makes the save.
You got to put out your best face-off guy. You know what? Have him take the draw, and once he wins it, he can come off. But you can't keep losing him in your own zone.
Several of the Sheffield players are having a big go at Dom DeMoore now. Invited to fight several times by Scroy, he didn't. And now Sheffield are on a 3-3 scoreline. They're giving this puck away. He's captain Danny Myers. Backhands it across. Levers uses the forehand, sends it round the rim. Clark collects just over the blue line. He's only got one hand on the stick and loses out. DeMoore protects it, fires it in, but it's picked off. 2.5 minutes to go. DeMoore waits for it to land, backhands it away. St. Pierre can't control it, but Sheffield are offside, so they have to come out. It gives Nottingham time to set up. Sheffield fans making a racket because they're going to take a point, as it stands at the moment, at least, out of the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Barn, first time they've done it all year. Richardson tries to work his way through. Dagenet manhandles him out of the way. Richardson finishes his check in the corner. Now he has the puck in the same corner. Uses the boards. Nielsen protects it. Has a luck. Can't feed it anywhere. Goes himself. Short side. Pad save by the keeper. Nottingham keep it in the zone. He's Nielsen. Tries to feed the back door. He's picked off by Sheffield. He's Hubauer with 90 seconds to go in the game. Sent right down the ice. It'll not be icing. Nielsen, he's in the action at one end, he's in the action at the other. Panthers chip the wall, the linesman gets in the way. Sheffield have it. They've given it away. Richardson protects it, brings it forward, stick hands his way around. He's been hooked, he's been hauled. Hubauer throws a clip on him, gets away with it. Dow tees it up to the blue line. Richardson's gone down. He's hurt. Referee quite rightly blows. And the Sheffield fans show their ignorance, their lack of class once again. booing because a player's down hurt.
That's bad. You know, he put himself on the line there, stop a scoring chance, and you know he took a hard shot. You know, you don't boo the guy. You clap for him. That's what it takes to play hockey and be a winner.
Poor show by the Sheffield fans. Some of them should look in a mirror and lose weight as well. Seriously, there's a woman at the front banging on the glass. If she bangs it much harder, she'll break it. 1:05 to go, 65 seconds to go. Richardson's down hurt. He needs help getting up. And we could do with him in overtime. Great job, Bruce Richardson.
Good job. He's tough, though.
And now, to his credit, some of the Sheffield fans, even the ones that were booing and banging on the glass, are applauding. Where did they get off doing that? Oh, it wasn't me shouting abuse.
You know what fans are like, Gare.
Oh, forget it. 3-3 game. Great first period. Good start to the third period. Richardson still on the end of the bench. I think he's been hit in the hip area. Cameron Mann wins the draw. It's in the linesman's feet. He doesn't get out of the way. We've got it forward to McCaslin. Jay Henderson lets it run. McCaslin, back door, Nottingham. Great save by Werner. Would have to be Cameron Mann, wouldn't it? Nothing's worked for him all night long.
No, but he got himself in a great spot.
Phillips into the feet of McCaslin. Nottingham still with 40 seconds. Pass forward, Cameron Mann. Can he still do it? Can he make something work tonight? Back door, McCaslin just can't reach it. Last 30 seconds, DeMoore keeps it in. Fires it through traffic, it's tipped. Doesn't go anywhere. Sheffield have a chance to bring it forward. Henderson's changing on the fly behind the play. Le Gui loses a side of it. DeMoore with that one-handed poke check, gets something on it but doesn't clear it. Le Gui off target, it runs around. Cameron Mann goes to get it. Last 14 seconds. Floats one down the ice, he's gone for a change. He was kicked from behind by Talbot as he passed him. Last 5 seconds. Sheffield won a point out of our barn for the first time this year. They'll want 2, but they'll take the point. We're going to overtime.
And the score after 60 minutes, the Sheffield Panthers 3, the Sheffield Steelers 3. As the scores are tied, the teams will play a 5-minute.
Zion's on the bench. Say Siric.
Five minutes of 4-on-4 sudden death overtime. Lots of talk going on at the two benches. Zion behind the bench now in his civvies. So if they were all there, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would have had 10, but 2 of them have disappeared.
I don't know where they've gone. Well, Simsey's disappeared.
Yeah, Simsey's going to start the engine on the bus.
I didn't know he was a bus driver.
He'd never get insurance as a bus driver.
Well, here we go, 4-on-4.
Richardson's out on the ice testing his leg. That's going to need a pack of peas strapping on it. He can't go. He's shaking his head, the doc's saying.
Hey, as long as he's still got his leg attached, he'll be putting his helmet on and he'll be out there.
He has, he's put his helmet on as I'm looking at him.
It's been so close online, let's hear it for your very own GMP Panthers!
We need some Galbraith magic and a Clark Ripper. Le Gui to take the draw against Jade Galbraith. Galbraith wins that draw. Like I say, I don't understand why he doesn't take the draw more when he's on that line with levers. Straight giveaway. It's loose right in front. Nielsen mops up. Clark shouts, as does the coach. Come on, we've practiced 4-on-4. Bad pass out. Galbraith doesn't take it. It's a giveaway. Bollybrook thinks it's going to be icing. It's not given. The defence has changed. Myers and Damore on the ice. Diagonal dump into the glove, though. St. Pierre came forward, picked it off. Right, Nottingham have possession. Damore to McCaslin with man. McCaslin loses out. Battles, tries to win it back twice. Half gets it the first time, loses out the second. Cameron Mann has to go back to make some room for Nottingham. Cross to Danny Myers, back to Cameron Mann. It's just not working for Cameron Mann tonight, is it? He's got the wrong skates on.
Some days things just don't go. He's working hard. It's just, things just aren't falling in place. And that happens as a hockey player. It's just what you don't like to see is guys go through the motions, and he ain't going through the motions.
Phillips' shot was off target. He's Bassick. When his shirt creases, though, you got to admit it looks like a 5. Not now, obviously, because his shirt's flowing behind his back. All right, 6,000 fans try to get the Panthers going. 400 Sheffield fans try to get the Steelers going. It's 4-on-4. Sheffield. Big wide pass. Bergen's back on defence. He gets a piece of it. Nielsen tries to win it off Dowd. Dowd spins and turns. Comes out the other side. Nielsen can't get to it. Backhand shot. It's loose right in front. It's gone behind the net. Bergen tries to steer it to safety. Sheffield still have possession. Dowd fashions room for the shot. Can't get it. Nielsen flops down. St. Pierre has to go down and round. And then, after all that hard work, Dowd does the daft thing and fires it straight into legs. Here comes Panthers the other way. Gascon. Henderson running behind him. Gascon tees up Damore. Damore takes too long over the shot. Pad save, though. Was on target. Henderson tries to get to the bench, and they try to cheat on the change on the fly. New forwards come out. We're back to the first pair. Galbraith and Clark, and we're at 2:46 to go on the game. Bad play by Myers, and the backhand is picked off, and Talbot's shot is half blocked by the Saint, and it's kept Nottingham in it. Thomas has shot through traffic, easily dealt with by the Saint. Clark tries the dummy, gets hauled down, nothing given. Le Guy sends it in deep. Myers collects it off the back of the net and calms things down and gives it to Galbraith.
Whoa, this is some good scoring chances by both teams.
Galbraith into the skate of Clark. Now Clark's caught man's disease.
Well, you can't help that one. Hit him right in the back of the foot.
What are you saying? Nothing's going right for him. Phillips has a go at his partner in business. Nielsen protects the puck. Has a look, fakes, calms things down. Then comes out with a puck. And chips the wall. It's given away. And Sheffield send it forward with this guy, Phillips. Two of them go for the big hit. McCaslin lifts a stick, flicks it down the ice. Had that one ripper of a shot. Bassick backhands it to the corner. 80 seconds to go. Shepherd. Can't get it. Cameron Mann. Nothing going right for Cameron Mann. Danny Myers can't get it forward. Nottingham have shuffled it to the corner. McCaslin gets there first. Tries to bring it out the other side of Bollybrook. Bollybrook handles it successfully to a teammate, and Sheffield bring it forward. 3-on-2. Sheffield, Myers points, take him. Hubauer back to the slot area. It's loose. Floats through. Sheffield keep it with seconds to go now. We're in the last minute. Thomas spins and turns, gets it to Hubauer. Hubauer to the slot area. Dowd with a shot. Blocked. Nottingham get a stick in there and deflect it to the corner. Hubauer and McCaslin. McCaslin. It's into the feet of Cameron Mann. Doesn't clear the zone. Panthers fans exasperated. 30 seconds before we go to penalties. Mann is hit behind the play. Shot off target. Now, Sean McCaslin. Damore will need a sat-nav. Defenseman. The only one over the halfway line for Nottingham. We've got 3 more players coming from the bench. Bollybrook brings it in, stops, sends it in deep. Myers can't get to it first. Le Guy backhands it across behind the net. Last 10 seconds of overtime. Gascon has to win possession for Nottingham. Bollybrook gets it across the back of the net. Damore gets a piece of it. Gascon gets a piece of it. It's in the air. Last 2 seconds. We're going to penalties.
And we're going to penalty shots.
Now, here's a question for you. Statsman Barry Burt said to me last week, I've asked the bench crew this, I didn't get a satisfactory answer. Why doesn't Jade Galbraith go first?
Your best shooter should go first.
Because if it goes to sudden death, he takes the first one.
Your best penalty shot guy should always go first. You put your best guy out there.
It's not rocket surgery.
He might get a second shot.
Correct. So the visitors go first. The numbers are in. Le Gui goes first. Le Gui versus St. Pierre. You pick.
My pick?
Le Gui scored one short-handed already, one-on-one.
I think St. Pierre's going to make the stop here.
Le Gui versus the Saint.
Werner is
Galbraith to take the first one.
Well, of course, he's going to score. Werner is the worst breakaway penalty shot goalie in the league. The worst.
Lucky 13, Jade Galbraith. Werner gets his instructions. He has to stand still till he's touched the puck. Here comes Jade. Oh, did he make him look stupid? That's 1-0 Nottingham.
That's just too easy. Jade Galbraith just made him look stupid. Told you, Werner's the worst breakaway goalie in the league. Werner, hands down, terrible.
Hubauer comes. Saves it twice.
Well,
Jay Henderson.
Game over.
Jay Henderson scores this.
Game
Panthers
over.
get the extra point. And there'll be a lot of happy, smiley faces in the Trent FM Arena. Oh, saved.
Still lead 1-0. Shooting next for the Steelers, number 36, Jerry Talbot.
So it's Talbot to take the third one. This is a big one. St. Pierre comes out, Talbot shoots and misses. That's it, Panthers win. No need to take the last one. The Saint comes good in the penalty shootout. And Panthers outside chances of the title go on.
Yeah, you know what? They live another day here. Got to go down to Hull and win the next one, but they're still in it.
Great first period. Don't lose sight of that first period, folks. That was as good as it gets. 65 minutes in a penalty shootout between the two arch rivals of British ice hockey, if not European ice hockey. Orchid IT will make their presentations in just a moment. I say this every week, my money would be on Sean McCaslin, but I think Jade Galbraith's with a shout as well tonight. Great penalty shot, and he had that fantastic goal when Werner's pads and his jockstrap were on inside out for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, you know, McCaslin for working the hardest and making things happen. Galbraith for basically winning the game.
You can see where 24/7 IT support from Orchid puts their crosses when the man of the matches are presented and Steve keeps the camera rolling. My thanks to Steve on that camera. My thanks to Rick Strachan on the other microphone. This is Gary Moran bidding you a fond farewell. Thanks for watching, folks.
For tonight's post-match presentations in a moment, we will have the Orchid IT Man of the Match Awards, but first we have the GMB Panthers Supporters Club Player of the Month Award for February. This is being presented Sean, thank you, Helen and Blanche. Now tonight's organising match awards is being presented by our match sponsors, also Orchid IT by Nick Gore. The man of the match for the Steelers this evening, number 20, Jonathan Phillips.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the Sheffield Steelers as they leave the ice. Safe journey home, Sheffield. And to your supporters, thanks for coming.
And tonight's Orchid IT man of the match for the Nottingham Panthers, number 45, Steve Lee.
The most effectual target was intellectual, friends yet to come and see, providing its dignity. Target, the indisputable leader of the game. He's the boss, he's a victim, he's a championship, he's a boss.
And now, center ice, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the next time you will see the GMB Nottingham Panthers is right here on Tuesday night in the Challenge Cup final second leg against the Cardiff Devils. Tickets on sale from 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and every day until Tuesday.